look exhausted.
Toca boca.
Hi, Daddy Gang. It is your father. I am so excited that Call Her Daddy and continue to share my crazy personal stories and experiences with you every single week. If you want to hear new episodes ad-free, subscribe to SiriusXM Podcasts on Apple Podcasts to start your free trial today. Daddy Gang, if you are sitting there and you're like, I need a change in my life. I want something new. I want something incredible and nothing to make you feel more confident and sure of yourself than learning a new language. Available on mobile and desktop, Rosetta Stone is designed to fully immerse you in your chosen language for a more natural, effective learning experience. I feel like as I've become an adult, there are moments where you're like, wait, I need to continue learning. You leave school and you're like, oh, I'm done. That is not what I want to be. I want to continue to grow and to learn, and I love learning new languages. So Daddy Gang, if you call her daddy to start learning. Call Her Daddy is brought to you by Batiste Dry Shampoo. You guys, I am always running from a meeting. I definitely don't have time to wash my hair every day. So I really rely on Batiste Light Dry Shampoo to get me through. It is soft, it is subtle, and it absorbs oil without weighing my hair down. Not only does my hair look clean, but it feels clean after just a few sprays. I brought Batiste with me to a girls' trip last weekend, and I cannot tell you how many of my friends were like, Alex, can I borrow your dry shampoo?
Good seeing you. Yeah. This is insane.
Oh my god.
Gorgeous!
Call Her Daddy is brought to you by Kleenex Ultra Soft Tissues. When I think about the spring arising, right? I'm like, I need Kleenex tissues more than ever right now. Here's the thing. Matt's got allergies, okay? And when we're outside, I've got those things in my purse ready to go. And I'm not now worried. It is the time of the year the flowers are blooming and the birds are chirping, and also that time when allergies can test you and show up when you least expect. But with Kleenex Ultra Soft Tissues, you can be ready to face them. Whether it's sneezes or watery eyes, you don't want to be caught without a tissue on hand to help. Kleenex Ultra Soft Tissues are gentle on eyes and noses. They're for all the moments at home and on the go that allergies can disrupt. This allergy season, be better prepared with Kleenex Ultra Soft Tissues, which is allergist approved, so you can go on with your day. Life and allergies can both be unpredictable, but you can be prepared for that time of year by making sure you always got Kleenex Ultra Soft Tissues ready. For whatever happens next, grab Kleenex. Here is a little with the investing app Acorns. Acorns makes it easy to start automatically saving and investing for you, your kids, and your retirement. You don't need an expert, okay? Acorns will recommend a diversified portfolio that matches you, and you don't need to be rich. Acorns lets you get started with the spare money you've got right now. That could be just $5 or even some spare change, okay? Daddy gang, be smart with your money and make the right decisions. So sign up now, and Acorns will boost your new account with a $20 bonus investment. Offer only available at acorns.com/callherdaddy. That's acorns.com/callherdaddy to get your $20 bonus investment today. Paid non-client endorsement compensation provides incentive to positively promote Acorns. Investing involves risk. Acorns Advisors, LLC, and SEC registered investment advisor. Visit important disclosures at acorns.com/callherdaddy.
Simone Biles, welcome to Call Her Daddy. I feel like we've been waiting for this for so long. Okay, we need to tell the daddy gang the story. So I would say, like, I don't know, maybe like a couple years ago, I don't remember who DM'd who. No, I remember. You tagged me in a story that you were watching Call Her Daddy, and I lost my mind because I was like, wait, she listens? Like, and then I started pressuring. I'm like, oh my God, I need to like do better. Like, I need to impress Simone. Like, but it was such a cool full circle moment that we started DMing, and we had this like DMing relationship here and there. And then when NBC and I started working together for the Olympics, I remember we sat down and they were like, okay, like what person do you want to interview? And immediately I was like, Simone. And like, of course, they're like, LOL, like, that's so cute. Like, of course, everyone wants to interview Simone. I'm like, no, like, I need to interview her. And they're like, do you know her? And I'm like, kind of. Yeah. Like, we're pen pals like that. Yeah. And now we're finally here.
Thank God.
It's perfect.
Yes.
Okay, so we were just at your parents' gym. Watching from previous documentaries that you've done to watching it all get built to you now like having your own gym and how supportive your parents have been, like what does that support mean to you?
For me, it means the world because being adopted since I was 6 years old to now, it's been a long road and journey, like career-wise and just like who Simone is instead of Simone Biles. So it's been a long journey, but their support means the world to me. They've never really missed a competition. 2021, whatever we want to call it. That's the only thing they missed because they weren't allowed to go because of COVID. But other than that, they've supported everything that I've ever wanted to do, all of that stuff since I was a young girl.
When you say the word Simone Biles to the world, I think everyone immediately thinks Olympian, the GOAT. Yeah. And I think there's like a lot of people that probably don't know went into foster care.
Yes.
Can you just share?
Home. And so the only thing that I remember was just being anxious when we would go to sleep. Take kids out and replace them into a different home. And that's usually how siblings were separated. So I was just so terrified that if I woke up, my brother wouldn't be there. Even though I was with my sister, I was like, oh, we all have to stay together, kind of that thing, even from a young age. So I'd always sneak in and go sleep with him because I'm like, oh, this is my brother, you know, because I didn't understand the separation whenever at nighttime. Fast forward a couple years later, I was at gym and I knew I was adopted. From the moment we were adopted, my family told us, you guys are adopted. And I was like, cool, okay.
Right.
Great. Like, I don't know what that means, but, and then they had asked us if we wanted to call them mom and dad. And from my knowledge, I was like, perfect. Like, why wouldn't I? And so it was just super strange to me because I remember this day at gym. We were talking about our families and they had said something. And I was like, oh, well, I'm adopted. And it felt like everything in the room, and the gym stopped. And they were like, what, you're adopted? Because that was not to their knowledge. And I was like, why is everyone freaking out? And so I was like, well, you know, my parents, those are my grandparents. My uncles, that I call my brother now, those were my uncles. And so I just remember we all sat on the floor. Practice stopped. Needed to know the story. Like, the coaches were intrigued. They were like, you're adopted? And I was just kind of like, well, yeah, aren't you? Where'd you come from? Confused.
Right, it was normal for you.
When they say the stork brings the baby, I'm like, how did you get here?
Stop.
I'm like, you weren't picked?
Wait, you weren't in a house and then
you weren't adopted? So like, that was shocking to me.
Did your parents ever talk to you about your biological parents?
Kind of funny because I'm not sure the relationship, maybe because we didn't ask either, but we knew who it was as we got older, Shannon, and that's kind of what we just address her as. But I knew once I got older that that's my dad's daughter, and then that's also crazy explaining to people because I'm like, my biological mom is also my dad's daughter, and I call him dad. So it's just like, everybody's hella confused.
It's a whole family tree that you're like, don't make me explain it. My parents are my parents. I got chosen, feeling blessed. Let's move on.
Literally.
Oh my
so I'm like,
God.
if you think too hard, it just gets jumbled.
So your grandparents adopted you at 6.
Yes.
And now they're your parents. How do you think that did change, though, like the trajectory of your life?
Everything. I have no idea where I would be without being adopted. Unfortunately, I might end up the same statistic that other foster kids unfortunately end up. And you know, at 18 years old, you get kicked out of a foster home. So then you're homeless.
Right.
If you don't get into college and stuff, which most people don't graduate high school, you're on the street. So like, I fear for what my life would have looked like.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, it's incredible to see what you have all built together as a family. I love how in the beginning you just quickly are like, and then when I'm at the gym, back up. Okay.